This is gonna bother me for all eternity, I swear. Okay, so it's from where we use, and... there's gotta be a better way to do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Voices of the Void. And last time, our world was rocked in a very big way. And I have a feeling the dangers that we encountered are still probably out there, thus making base security far more important than ever. And while I don't think that light that we saw moving around is anything to worry about as long as we're sealed in here, I am picking up a lot of other radar contacts that are scattered more, well, throughout the place, rather than just at the periphery. In fact, there's something out there right now. And it seems to be getting closer. Also, more importantly, cleaning the base, the arc you guys are all the most interested in. Some of you had said that the way to actually do that is to take the sponge, drop that, and place it in the bucket, and then we'll be able to cheese this thing unless it's been patched, which is also a possibility. So let's dump you in there. Yep. And grab you. And you, sir. There we go. This really is Viscera cleanup detail. Oh, no, don't spill out, don't spill out. And we hover you near bad things, and oh wow, it actually does work. Okay, that is so useful. And I'm starting to think that these things don't actually appear with time, but that they, careful with the physics, but that they actually appear on reload. There we are. Now let's just, crouching is not good. I have to say, I'm really impressed with my ability to screw this up horribly, and nevertheless, keep the stuff in the bucket. Okay, we can't crouch at all while doing this. I'm thinking if we bring this over by the window... Oh, we can actually hear it working. But it doesn't really work that well to clean it all. I was hoping to cheese this big time. Alright, well, in any case, we've really got to get some sleep. What have we got as far as jobs for the day? I think we already sent them out. Oh, which means... now would be a great time to just sort of chill out, get some sleep in, and go on a shopping spree. We've got over 1,000 points for the first time. And I wouldn't mind spending them. I mean, what's the point of riches if you don't get to, well, indulge, right? So first of all, let's grab that metal detector, make sure all our tools are out of the way. With that, we'll pretty much have everything in the tools department. And also, I'm going to look into getting some more upgrades. So we're going to be getting, what was the thing? Detector quality, might as well go all the way up, no reason not to. And what else? I think maybe we get radar colors, right? Since we... radar colors or radar entity difference? I might as well do both. And I think that'll be just fine. The rest of this is kind of fluff that we don't need. And now, if we were to head over to said radar... we can see what different things are. I believe the yellow is us. Red is... there's something right outside. There's something right outside. Is that perhaps pointing to the thing itself? The thing that crash landed out there? Yeah, you know what? Probably. A red contact. Now we've got to really try and decipher what this image is trying to show us. This thing arrived and, well, the images seem to show what else arrived last night, those glowing balls. Or at least one. I'm only going off of the fact that many of them were around. Some of you also said to maybe wait until night, because that might make it easier to tell what's going on here. Personally, I just don't really feel all that safe being out here anymore. Now, one thing I'm really hoping for, and it's the reason why I've waited until now to record this, is I hope we don't get the spooky signals anymore, because I want to be able to listen for what's out there, of course. But it was kind of impeding my progress in that regard. Wow, it said it was right here, but it's real far away. There we are. And I don't know what it means when it seems to pulse more rapidly. And it's starting to get real late again. And like I said, I want to make sure that these things are closed. Some of you said that we'd have to sacrifice Kerfus, essentially, to make Omega Kerfus. And so, no, it's not happening. If we make another Kerfus, it's only going to be because we bought 2 more. And never activate them, so they don't have to know life before we rip it away from them. Alright, it's going. Let's try and get some sleep. To be honest, I do really like the idea of just, like, sleeping under the desk. Like, that's how dedicated I am to the job. In fact, can we grab this and just sort of, hang it down here? We can. So let's, turn you, oh wow, have we wedged you? Wow, that, this might be an issue. Oh well. Hello? Why did you make that noise? Where did that noise come from? Hang on, let's get the lights on. We can't be doing the spooky sleepover every night. I mean, we can, but, you know. And then scroll down. It's another unknown. Wait. Can't tell if there was something within that. Is that the radar that's making that noise? You're picking up a bunch of things out there. Maybe we'll have a look at our photos and try and determine what the best course of action is. But in the meantime, let's start processing that up. Let's set these. I am going to change the passwords on these, mainly because I want to make sure that the mannequins don't open them at an inopportune time. So let's take what one we have to... Nobody here. Hang on. 1245 is the new password. Meantime, let's keep a close eye on what's going on out there. Yeah, it's like we're just being surrounded every night. I know that that's the glow from the thing, but still... God, that sound is so unnerving. Is it maybe because we got the upgrade? I mean, I don't think so. Well, that was horrifying. That almost sounded like somebody, like, garbledly singing to themselves. Just somebody humming a merry tune off in the middle of space. Okay, you're really gonna have to move from there. Really Austin Powers this thing. But the thing is, you're not really physics, so you're not gonna be moved by anything I hit you with. Yeah, there's a different sound. It's like there's a whole bunch of things just heading my way right now. Maybe it would be a good idea to try and go up to the roof and see what that actually is. I mean, I'll probably be safe up there, right? Oh wait, let's see if I can use the hooks for that. Yeah. Now, if we were to climb on... Alright, now... I guess I left the takeout box up here. If we just look off into the woods where we know something is... Oh, that's the creepiest part about it. Looking off into that darkness beyond the trees, knowing that our radar is picking something up just beyond them. This is what I came to this game for. That thing's still glowing in the distance. I'm afraid to jump down. Definitely afraid to jump down. But we definitely also need more sleep as well. These things definitely all seem like they're getting closer, but there's so many different things like piled up on top of me. I can't even see what they are or where exactly they are. The mannequins probably count. Have I maybe forgotten some of those in a locker somewhere? Or perhaps down in the bunker? Oh, and some of you had told me to go check down there at 3:33, so since I don't think I'm going to be doing much leaving during this time, I suppose we might as well try it, right? Alright, well, we may have the highest resolution, but unknown is still unknown. And we are actually starting to run low on drives again, after I ordered a huge bunch of them the other day. It is now after midnight. We have our daily task, 6 signals of level 3. Certainly a big job, but probably doable as well. Okay, and wow, you landed pretty close all on your own, didn't you? Blue dots. Well, one is probably the drone, but there's a whole lot going on out there. Should I be? Yep. Yep. Blue dots all around. And all these things that seem to populate the woods at night now. Once again, I'm just assuming that yellow glow can't get me in here. Alright, in a second I'm going to climb up to the roof and do some bird watching while this resolves. Wow, we can almost actually see it like 3-dimensionally now. You know, I have to say, it's one of the biggest blessings in disguise that this thing fell down. I mean, it gives us the ability to climb up onto the roof in case of an emergency where most things can't get us. I hear you. There you are. Strange how you only seem to try and seek me out in the dark. You left yesterday morning, and I didn't see you all day while I was out there collecting drives. I mean, not drives. Whatever. Point is, you can't get me in here, and every night is going to become more of a Tremor situation where I'm just camping out hoping you'll leave. Is that just going to be the new dynamic now? It's a good thing I've gotten myself so well established, or this would actually be a huge problem. And of course I dare not send Kerfus out while you're out there. Fishing. We can use those for fishing? Okay, and let's get a couple garbage bag rolls while we're at it. And I don't think we need coffee right now. I think there's still plenty of that on the map that we have not used. And other than that, what do we really need? I mean, we've got so much money and so little... We're buying a TV. Screw it. I don't know what it does. I don't know what we'll use it for. But we're buying a TV. We deserve to have nice things. Hey. If only radar contacts actually showed up on this thing, it would make hunting them down so much easier. One can dream. One can dream. But while we're getting our work done for the day, let's not forget we do still have to try going down to that basement tonight. I mean, they want us to be scared of dangers out there. I say I'm still doing the spooky sleepover. I'm still making up fake dangers in here. Or at least I hope they're fake dangers. Here's our stuff. There's our metal detector, our drives, and our new television. And use... Ooh. Oh, wait. Wait, we can actually just, like, load up files and play? Huh, we can actually get stuff from our own machine, I guess. Okay, well, how do we do that? Maybe we have to drop them into, like, a certain folder. It is very nearly 3:33 now. So let us head down to our Dungeon of Horrors and see what occurs at the witching hour. Hang on, let's drop our clock on the ground. Why am I carrying this thing around? And just leave you right over here. And perhaps have our camera ready just in case. I'm gonna take that, just to be a haunting, like, found footage image for them to find on the computer when they get here and find the base mysteriously empty. The last few moments are always the most nerve-wracking. But the moment seems to have come and gone. I guess there really is nothing to this. It was a creepy little dare. Well, actually, what you really said, and I just reloaded a save for this, is that I should jump down at 333. So let's place this right here and just see what happens. Come on. Yep! That did nothing. And I didn't go at 333 exactly because it's not exactly possible to fall with such precision. Come on. Yep. Well, that did nothing. So let's once again utilize this whole thing. Come on. Boop. And boop. And try to get a little bit more sleep and bathroom time in because we're going to be driving around all day trying to grab these hash codes. It's really starting to feel more like this place is my fortress. Kind of funny how the different dynamics have forced me to view this place in different ways. How sometimes being here means I get to lounge around, sometimes it means I'm trapped, and sometimes I want to get out. Then again, I tend to want to do what I can't do. In this case, I'd love nothing more than to go out and start collecting those hash codes. But then again, this is after I had made the policy of never going out at night. Looks like most things are mostly moving away. Echo, Kilo, and Mike are going to be our tasks for the day. So let's set a target for Echo. Something's moving about out there. Are we safe yet? That's the thing, is I don't know what hours are safe hours now. But the dwarf planet is done. Let's have a listen to that. The last thing I need is space whales. Far apart, but rhythmic and regular. Alright, what are we seeing out there? A whole lot of things. A whole lot closer. Wow, what are you doing? You're supposed to be manning the radar and letting me know these things. I let you live here rent-free, and this is how you repay me? Yep. Come on. Yep, there we go. Yep. Now, who goes there? I don't see anything. Yeah, that's the thing. I was supposed to go check out there during the night, but doing so is quite scary at this point. Oh, what now? Oh, there's just so much out there now. Alright, what I am going to do at this point is I'm going to save my game before I leave and make an honest attempt as soon as I set this up to not only grab those hash codes, but see what I can see regarding these guys. I'll have that, and we must go, go, go. Assuming we don't get caught up on the fence right away. They're far enough that we can probably avoid their wrath for now. We've got to clear this path. Heading over now to Mike. And I have yet to see hide nor hair of those balls of light. Haven't been able to hear them either, and I certainly know they were coming from the way they distort that audio so strangely. They're almost like an SCP, and how they somehow managed to even affect my mic audio. Or at least when they're played simultaneously. SV hash. Some of you suggested that some dynamic EQ might actually be able to eliminate that, so that's actually a really good idea. So I'll be trying that in the editing process. 1, 2, 5, 4, 6, E, B, D, 2, A. Now, I don't know if these things actually have to have line of sight on me, or if they just kind of home in on me. Now, they certainly seem to linger around the base when they spot me through the window, but once again, I don't know if that's a matter of spotting or if it's a matter of just intuition. Studying those things would actually be quite fascinating, but I probably do so at great risk to my own personal health. I know that I can outrun them, but given our humanly needs, it's unlikely I'll be able to do that sustained if they catch me without the ATV far from base. This thing is so fascinating. Either there's something to it or there's going to be. Even weirder how rarely you encounter certain things out here, isn't it? Because the map is not actually nearly as big as I at first believed. It's just so dense. Crazy what can hide in plain sight. Oh, there you are. Oh, you were over by the camp. I wonder if that's random or if it's actually for a reason. You don't seem to be gunning for me. Is this where you always come during the day? Well, you weren't here yesterday. Alright, I don't think you can get me up here, so I'm just gonna climb on up and hope for the best. I was really hoping to be able to come back and find those night vision goggles. I don't know if they're still under here, or if they're destroyed, or what. Okay, well, valuable scientific lesson learned. They do, in fact, still patrol around during the day. Still no confirmation that they deliberately come here. I mean, it seems to have left now. Oddly enough, it seems to have ignored me entirely. I mean, I showed up on this loud ATV. There's no way it could have just missed me, right? I mean, I wasn't even trying not to be seen. But maybe I just got lucky. Let's hit you. Well, we made it back in one piece, which is almost more than I was expecting. Are you gonna close? Okay, thank you. Maybe there's something, maybe I was too much in the way, but the point is, we can do this. And maybe the next step is going to be to try doing this at night. It seems like most things have vacated. Well, that still remains there. 5:15, 5:11, it's moving. What just happened? What just happened? Don't panic. We don't know what is happening currently. Everything just went pitch black. Keep doing what you're doing. It seems fine for now. We will inform you in case something goes wrong. Is this global, or are you talking about just right here? It says 1137. Which 1137? Oh my god, not even stars in the sky. You can't just... I always talked about how the lack of acknowledgement of anything that's happening here, the inability to communicate was the worst thing, but somehow I would have felt more comfortable if you had said nothing at all. I don't know what to do about this. I don't even have words. You need to update me. Thank you. Keep going. Seems like everything went back to normal. Very weird. Get back to work, Dr. Cal. Dr. Bao, do you know something I don't? Oh my god, that's... And another thing from you. S-O... Wait, S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry. Look, you might find that funny, but everything just suddenly going black, the entire surroundings, not just the source of light of the sun, but of space itself, of our place in the stars, suddenly vanishing? That's a kind of existential horror that I hadn't even considered until this very moment. Well, and the worst part is we can only go back to work. Because there's nothing you or I can do about it. We just have to say, well, that happened and move on. But how can we? It opens up so many implications, not only about our own fragility in this situation, but about what the universe and the place we exist in actually even is. And I'm a little worried that nobody else seems to be as freaked out about this as I am. And it's not just about making you feel small, about realizing that there's so much more out there than you believed. That soundless, abrupt snap from one state to the next, like somebody turning off the cosmic light switch, it makes it feel like none of this reality is even, well, real. It makes it feel like it's all just like one big game, one big lab experiment. And somebody has the ability to just edit values on a whim. Alright, we are going to set this last signal going for the day. I'm confident enough to send out Kerfus. Hello. And, I guess... use? Yep, there you go. Just, oh, no, wait, no, not yet. Okay, good. That's actually good that you're stuck. Toggle. There we go. Hold on, let me get that for you. I changed the code, sorry, we didn't tell you. And we're gonna grab that metal detector and head out and try and find that German guy's stash. I mean, his, like, hidden cache, not a German man's mustache. Those are easy to find. Okay, so here we are. And I do think, sorry, there's, like, apparently a helicopter out there. It's very, very loud. But I'm thinking if we use it in the area where we know there's something... Okay, let's try here then. Come on. Ah, we did find something! Okay, it had to be very, very particular. Ah, we found ourselves some buried treasure. A fishing rod part? Ooh, a whole bunch of fishing rod parts and fish bait. Ah, that is so cool. It may not be buried gold bullion, but hey, it's something, and maybe it tells a more personal story. Just somebody who loved to get away from it all, passing on their hobby. Maybe it's something we can do as well. Okay, so if we bring this back, I bet we can put it together on the workbench, right? Oh, now it makes sense that we can buy bait in the store. Well, some crazy expensive bait, certainly not this kind, but something. Oh, wait, does this mean we can catch our own food? Ah, right on time. We both get back here at the same moment. Alright, I'm gonna start tossing some of these rocks off the trail. I've always talked about doing it, now it's finally time to get some chores done. And you got your chores done, so good job on that. What is that noise? I'm hearing like a bouncing from in the woods. It does not sound like the usual... Does not sound like the usual pine cones falling. Kerfus, let's get inside, okay? Let's calibrate all. We haven't done this in forever, and it's certainly been affecting our download rates. There we go, look at that. Oscar is at 44%. Yeah, that's definitely slowing us down big time. But another unknown object, which we cannot resolve even with all this. So let's put you in there, and have a listen to you. That's what we call Gadzooks Mad Spooks. Like some little old man whistling on his asteroid until something came along and impacted it. Or he impacted something else. Yeah, that's my scientific take on this. This job ain't easy to get. While we're in the habit of spending money, let's also look into our upgrades. And what still needs to go? We could probably... Actually, if we upgrade radar history some, does that make this, like, clearer? Oh, wow, no. It shows us more columns, but it's not really showing us anything of worth. Like, yeah, we get these timestamps and all of what was where and when, but I can't really do much with that. One more listen, and then we send out our job for the day. Curiosity kills. Okay, well, that was 100% directed at us. And I don't think it's our cat friends either. You know, this only further ties in with what I was saying before, which is... There's definitely different entities at play here, right? There's the cat girls, there's... whoever said sorry for turning out the lights, which... You know, if it weren't for the sorry email, in conjunction with this, I would think it was like a warning shot or something. Alright, well, we've got 7 fishing rod parts, right? So let's put them all on here. Oh, wow, we actually even do see them as all individual parts. They're not just, like, generic. 5... 6. Wow, some of these are really easy to miss. And 7. And create, we have a fishing rod. Look at the way it stands up straight, all triumphant. Like, ta-da! Okay, well, we'll definitely be trying that out tomorrow. And here they come. Or at least that's my assumption. Yep, straight from the edge of the premises. A red giant. Weren't you guys telling me to be on the lookout for a red giant? I mean, we've had them before, but nevertheless. Alright, well, that's gonna have to be our first one of tomorrow. In the meantime, we've really got to get some sleep. We've got a lot to do. I just have to assume in the meantime that we're going to be safe in here. And there we are, just casually making tons and tons of money back. Yeah, no, you don't get to use the Dr. Ash messing with the harmonic oscillators again. We've already been through that. You've used that one before. Also, I saw what happened yesterday. Presumably everyone on Earth did. So, you know, if you don't start preparing the press conference, maybe I should. And speaking of that event, like, the more I think about it, like, the more this starts to point not to aliens, not to a Truman Show experiment, but more to a simulated reality. I mean, just think about the craziness of that all this could be a simulation. And now's the point where if I had a webcam, I would look at the camera. Let's wake up for a little bit and have a listen to one of our new things. Right after we pack this one up and get you ready as well. I'm just going to assume it's going to be all level 3s from here on out. Yep. Consistency, but over a much lower tone. Yeah, here they all come. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 contacts on the periphery. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna save my game. We're going to head towards the... We're gonna head towards the closest, most damaged transformer. And we're gonna go see what's going on. Wow, these things dropped quickly. All right, let's go for it. And just see what we find out there. After we hit this transformer, we'll just look around and see what we run into. I mean, we know about the yellow ball, but it seems like something else has joined us. Really have to keep an eye out. God, that's terrifying. Why did it do that? Again, that sounds like more than a pine cone. A lot of things sound like more than a pine cone in this. I wonder if the other things out there will also make a similarly disturbing noise as the yellow bulb. It's so hard to get through. Here we are. Is it starting to rain? Oh, I think it is, yep. This might be the first game I've seen to actually capture that moment before it rains, where you actually have to wonder if it's starting to rain. No, that wasn't a pine cone. That back there was not a pine cone, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I was able to outrun that thing well enough on foot, but maybe this will be another matter entirely? I think I've reached the... Yeah, I think I've reached where the river hits the gate. Not the gate, the opposite end. Okay, Lightning, if you could just do that, like, but all the time, that would be substantially helpful for me. Oh, the colors are so washed out on this beach in the darkness. It's almost like somebody heavily JPEG'd this thing and highly compressed the image. I do wonder if it doesn't actually reduce the recording size in OBS to go outside in the dark so often. It definitely changes things to be out here at night, knowing that there are potentially several dangerous things, at least one dangerous thing, and that, like, we don't even know what several of them are. Well, unless they're all just those yellow balls. I mean, I suppose there could just be a whole bunch of that thing. Could be a pack of them that split up and look for me. But I've never seen more than one at the base at a time. Well, actually, it's looked like a bunch of them were close, but I've never actually seen more than one. What is this? It's my green glow stick. Oh, how crazy is that? Hang on, wait. Oh, come on. Nope. There's something here. Or at least there might be. Where are we? We are just north of India. Should I be messing with this right now? Okay, you know what? It's not letting me save. Okay, now it's letting me save. All right. Let's try it. There's something around here. I feel like a dog. No, let's get a better reading. Something's here. I know it. Wait, there is something here. But what is it? Hang on. Truffle. A small Perigord truffle. Wait, I feel like I read about this somewhere, that these things can be sold for big money, right? Oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Hang on, wait. If I go back, will the metal detector still... It's still picking something up. Oh, metal detecting is such a fun hobby. Especially when there's hostile aliens out here trying to incinerate you. Oh, we found something else. It appears to be a rock. Just a common, ordinary rock. Why did that show up on a metal detector? Maybe it's got some metallic elements within it. Alright, well, yeah, I mean, I stood still for a real long time. Things would have had plenty of opportunities to come get me, and they didn't. So I'm not convinced they're actually actively hunting for me. They do seem to come towards me when they get the chance, when they spot me, but they're not actually actively honing in on me. At least that's what it seems like. Alright, while we have a chance, let's go have a look at what's out there. Keep our lights off in order to better see what might be out there, if it is to be illuminated. And let's find our camera. We may be looking at it backwards, it's hard to tell. Thought I heard a step. So that appears to be running from it. But how you're actually meant to read this is important. That appears to be... Oh, wait. Is that showing him dead on the ground? So maybe it's meant to be read this way. It approached a warrior. He ran towards it. It zapped him and he died. Yeah, basically it's saying run. Vacate the premises. Do not bother trying to engage. That seems to be the takeaway from this. That's not something that I want to deal with. Something was moving out there. That sounded like wood dragging. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Let's be environmentally conscious and turn that off, but also goodbye. And toodle-doo. Well, we're done with outside for tonight. We do have a new email, 5 level 3. We've already got 2, so this will be a real easy one. Which means we can spend more of the day looking around. Okay, we have fully upgraded this thing, because I had forgotten how cheap it was. So that's good. And we've got an item box, so we can now see just what we get for one of these truffles. I mean, I want to know what one truffle is worth. I know these things are really valuable in real life, but what about here? I hear something. I hear a something. Now, let's just be safe. I hear that telltale rumble, I think. So let us get ready to rumble. Yep. Yep. There you go. I see you running off. But this time you didn't see me, which is why you just passed on by. It's the only one of these contacts that we've actually seen, which is strange to say the least. Well, better not to tempt fate. As long as they're not bothering us, we have no need to bother them. Well, except for reasons of science, which I consider to be all the reason I need. What was that? Did it... Oh, I'm sorry. Are you angry that I went and visited your base before? Oh, okay. How did you even get in here? The doors are locked, you know. Rude. Really, just because I came and touched your power washer. Well, whatever. How long have you been hunting me down? You threw my camera somewhere? You better hope this thing still works. That is so weird, but to be honest, I'm kind of relieved. I was worried that I hadn't really heard from them since, well, since those things showed up. Yeah, I have to say, I'm much happier with the way food fatigue works now, because it's there, but it's not, like, intrusive, you know? And it does encourage you to go out and spend without totally, like, kneecapping your run. And the thing is, like, I had started to manage it, and people were saying, like, no, but once you figure out what the game wants from you, it works fine. And here's the thing, that may be true, but I always think of difficulty as something that's supposed to force the player into a certain mindset. Sure, a problem can be solvable, but you have to ask the question, is this a problem that I care to solve? Or is it just something that I roll my eyes and get annoyed every time it happens? Now, I do have to experiment with different types of food. In fact, I will be doing so in the near future. Basically, is the game made more enjoyable for me having to think this way? And in this case, I think it actually has a place in the game right now because it does force you to, well, experiment with different things. I started listening to this before, but then the drone showed up. Dead zone. Leave. Closer. Dead zone, leave closer. And I can't think of what else that could be besides soon. Are they implying that there's like some kind of approaching cataclysm? So I could swear I had another one of these level 3s about. An email? Oh, right, because of the thing. 20 points. Oh, well, we got 20 points for that truffle. And it cost 10 points for the box. So, what we learned, I should have stuffed more in there. The only reason I paid for that was because I wanted to know what that one singular item would cost. And I guess trouble hunting is one way to make money. As usual, asteroids continue to be a consistent source of creepiness. Oh, there's 60% of our daily necessary findings. And oh wow, I really need to get some sleep. It's going to be on a dark, overcast, stormy day. Hopefully a perfect day for some fishing. Because if I know anything about old people in cartoons, it's that fishing is best on the worst days possible. Well, I still see all that stuff out there. Tell you what, let's remain optimistic. Let's go in search of some of our reports for the day, and maybe it'll clear up enough that we'll be able to do some fishing by the time we're done, huh? What a fine... Oh, wow, huh. It really does want me to go fishing. The skies are clearing up good. As soon as we get our work done, we're heading down to the fishing hole. Maybe even try slinging the sleeping bag to the back of the ATV and getting some shut-eye there. I just want to go on record as stating the cats didn't care when I blew up the front of their base, but they did care when I came and laid a hand on their power washer while attempting to observe the apparently hostile presence that was also snooping around. So, you know, really weird morality when it comes to these guys. Let's see if we can try pulling this thing out. No, this thing appears to be pretty permanently wedged, actually. Yeah, it's not happening. That's not happening. Well, I can't believe we've managed to do this to ourselves. Oh, you better not take my hook, too. I see you snooping around, trying to hide in the bushes. Well, whatever. I don't care about you today. Today, all I care about is getting some fishing done. Just a piece of metal in the middle of the road. Somebody had actually said that maybe we should investigate this fallen log that's sitting across this thing. And nothing in the middle here. Perhaps something within? Ooh, there is something! Ooh, hang on. Let's get the crowbar. Ooh, it's a barrel. And it contains a whole stash of MREs. Oh, that is so cool. We'll take one for now, or two. Maybe save those for a rainy day. But I don't want the roaches getting at them. We can't really rely on that fridge anymore. And also, I don't know if the roaches do still go for them because they have been sitting in the ATV bay for quite a while. Hang on, let's cross over just right here. Kind of weird how an entire terrain feature just showed up overnight, but I think that's more attributable to... Well, I was going to say that's more attributable to the update, but after what happened the other day, night, what can you even call it? Now I'm not so sure. Well, this seems as good a spot as any, doesn't it? So let's equip our fishing rod. Ooh. And get to work. Man, we've taken up metal detecting and fishing. If anything, I'm just living the retired life out here. Yep. Oh, I can reel it in with the scroll wheel. I can bring it all the way in with right click, cast with left click, and I guess I just wait for it to go underwater, right? Maybe if I move it like that, I'll be more likely to get a bite. Minecraft made this look so easy. Knowing this game, it's going to take a realistically long time, isn't it? Good thing we've got the save to help. How do I know if I've actually put bait on the end? I have not. Okay, so wait. So maybe I have to drop you on the ground. Nope, no, 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 don't go in the water, don't get in the water. I cannot get another one, I assume. Huh. You guys trying to get in on the good fish too? Well, no luck. It seems like when you don't use bait, because you can't figure out how to put bait on a hook, it becomes a lot more difficult. See you standing up when I'm not looking. Oh, don't worry, the wood chipper's just around the corner. Although I do kind of hope you don't stop infinitely respawning. There you go. Oh, hey! Yeah, I guess you are made of wood. Regular, simple wood. Or you're a witch. Or you're not a witch. I forget how it works. We can play a game. We can look away for a while and see what you do. It's like red light, green light. There we go. Okay, you can be my fishing buddies. It's no big deal. I wonder if we can't maybe do a little bit of underwater exploration here. Oh, we sink like a stone. We can keep ourselves treading water if we hold space. Anything here? No. Oh, I have no idea if we can actually drown or not. Great hiding spot, though, for if we find ourselves cornered by that light. Using it near it doesn't seem to do anything. Hold. And, yeah, what do I do? Maybe if we just, like, toss it out on fairly even ground and bring it closer to us, then maybe we can do something with this. Oh, it's not easy. But here, grab. So maybe if we drop the bait. I can't believe this is actually apparently how you're supposed to do it. There. No, I guess that's not how you do it. Come on now. How does one fish? Yeah, so I can't find anything in the help section for how to go about fishing. However, I did find something on the bottom that's kind of interesting that says how to get rid of a zombie deer. Go outside and eat its corpse. Ah, yeah, that little nugget of wisdom. Just like Granny used to tell me. Yeah, alright, well, I've been spending all day out here and I have no idea how to fish, so maybe that'll be a job for the comments to explain. And maybe next time we'll have a look at some of that ultra bait. But it certainly was a fun day away from the office. Well, as the day draws to a close, it seems the storm clouds have once again arrived. I really cannot wait to see what we can dig up in these woods and what we can get from, well, pulling stuff out of the lake. Lake? Is that what you'd call it? Seems generous. Either way, we can pull stuff out of it, and, well, knowing this game, it's not just going to be some edible fish. I have to say, though, that's so creepy all this time later. Last night, just discovering that discarded green glow stick in the middle of the woods. Indicating that the mannequin was there and that it did something to get it off. That's the worst thing. I mean, I could see them teleporting off screen and maybe that causing it to lose it. But we saw that thing moving around the outside the night we put it on. So what was it that we didn't observe that allowed it to do that? There seems to be a lot that we're not observing, and that's the scary thing about all this. I mean, we know that there's other entities moving around in the forest. We know that... Well, actually, that's about all we know. That's about all we know. Something is becoming more and more aware of us. We know that as well. It was a dark and stormy night, and all through the house, the only creature that was stirring was me waiting for a whole bunch of other creatures to stir way out there. It's become a nightly ritual at this point. And we're getting ready to send this out. And unfortunately I'm running out of time, so I think I'm going to have to end it soon. We didn't really learn all that much. If anything, it feels like we just invited other things to learn about us. And even though we got that sorry message, I do nonetheless feel like we're getting warning shots from several different directions right now. Like we're ignoring the various cease and desists that are very clearly being sent our way. And that is not going to be interpreted fondly. There we go, package received, and daily information, and more of this generic stuff. But, as before, we are rich, alone, and constantly under siege from a threat that we can't get anyone to acknowledge, despite their apparently increasing knowledge of all this. It's the kind of night that is, in my opinion, perfect to turn out the lights, get some work done, and watch some cartoons. What do you think? Now let's just sit down, use, and where can we select a file? I see, we just had to refresh. Well, let's give it a watch, shall we? Should probably lower the volume for copyrighty reasons, but this is my ideal workplace. This game is so awesome in so many ways. Sidestepping copyright by allowing you to import your own files and really making this place your own. I mean, even in spite of all the craziness, that's what this whole episode's been about, isn't it? About decorating, going fishing, making this place our own leisurely resort, if that's what we make it. Even in spite of all the craziness, this is honestly the ultimate fish out of water in a creepy place thing. Something which is so common in media, and yet it's on us what we decide to do with that. And that's what makes this so special. It can be a horror game, it can be a comedy, it can be a workplace sim, or all of those things, or even a fishing sim. And it's all on us. All it does is provide us with a huge set of tools and a scenario that we find ourselves in, and it's up to us to roleplay how we interpret those things. Trapped in our base in the middle of a storm, aliens coming, world may be ending. What are we doing? We're sitting here, continuing to work and watching cartoons. Well, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.